And hello everybody, and welcome to the 9th episode of the We Only Do One Take podcast. I am Turch, and with me as always, the lovely, the fantastic, the handsome Kieran. How are you, mate?
You know what I'm going to say. And I say
Don't call me that.
every time you introduce me.
Yeah.
I'm not lovely.
I'm trying to get the ladies, mate, for you. That's the important thing. I want to hear about the lovely chap that is on the other side of the table.
Oh, well, hello. Well, maybe I am lovely then.
I would say so. If I had to describe you in a few words, possibly one of them would be lovely. But I do it every time in the podcast, so it must be one of the ones that I'm very... That's one word that comes to mind when I think about you, lovely.
Oh, thank you. We should do, while I'm thinking of it, a Valentine's Day special.
I'm happy with that.
Excellent.
Excellent. We'll have to come up with some fun game to do on Valentine's Day.
Yes.
I'm digging that. Can I just tell you, I know that I wrote the theme tune and I probably played the theme tune 400 times during my day, but seriously, that gets me pumped up. Like, I just sit there.
It's a brilliant theme tune.
I just sit there at work and I'll just be like, sometimes I'm thinking about like, oh, what am I going to do in this podcast, this and that. I put the theme tune on and I'm just like, I am ready. I just want to get up. I want to rant. I want to fight. I want to do all the fun stuff. I want to go drink and do. It just gets me pumped up. It's great.
It's brilliant. And you know what I'm going to say? Because this is the most amount where the listeners will listen.
Yep.
Before they tune out, because I probably talk about some digestive issues again or something like that. But I'm willing to outsource your Turch.
Yeah.
I'll take 80%. You take 20%. I think that's fair.
I was telling you just before we started the podcast, I was recording some classical guitar sort of fun before for an upcoming little thing that we might have. And I was recording in my bathroom. And my dad walks in and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Work. I'm doing work.
And I go, "Dad, I'm recording some guitar stuff." And the puzzlement. Puzzlement? Is that even a word? No. But you can see his brain just working and went, "Do you want me to help you set up some mics?" And I'm like, that's the kind of stuff you want to hear. That's the kind of stuff you want to hear.
I know someone who won their high school music competition.
Yeah.
They wrote a song on the guitar. I'm not a guitar person.
Neither am I.
I guess the closest I could say was a solo performance. Sounded like classical gas. He wrote it in his bathroom.
Yeah, that's all good. Not bad acoustics.
Went to high school with him. Can't remember his name.
Yep.
No idea.
He'll be on the show next week.
Don't even think I've got him on friends on Facebook.
That's pretty sad.
Oh, I know, right?
Well, what are you gonna do?
That's you got to inflate those numbers somehow. You got to tell
400 fake friends with about 3 people you actually talk to. And it's me occasionally, and then putting something bad on Jess's Facebook and Blaine just to annoy him.
Absolutely. And he wouldn't get me a drink the other day.
He
needed to get me a drink.
I saw that.
And so I thought I'd brought the world of Facebook in by posting a drink on his page, and he still didn't get me a drink. So...
Blaine, if you're listening, Kieran would like his drink.
Now, Turch, do you have a rant for us?
Oh, my God.
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, I have a rant. And something that's always shits me when I see it. It's like one of those things you think to yourself, But I'll start off like this.
Mm-hmm.
Kieran, have you read the Harry Potter books?
I've read all of them.
Yep.
But the last one.
There you go. Do you realize that there's a whole culture phenomenon that adults in their like mid to late 20s and going into their 30s like still worship those books?
Well, I'm sort of in my mid to late 20s going into my early 30s.
Yeah.
And I don't worship those books.
No, that's right. But have you ever seen it on Facebook? Like they just all these people like liking really Harry Potter related things just in general. Have you ever seen that?
Can you give me a few examples?
Oh.
Because you know me and technology and social media. I'm on it all the time.
Well, look, one of the big things is that these people want to have every Harry Potter as part of their lives as much as they possibly can.
It's a good fantasy.
It's a good fantasy, but it's really good fantasy, not for something to bring into real life. Mm-hmm. So, my favourite one of these examples...
All right, can you do this?
Yeah.
Let's say I'm eating a chicken parma.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
How would Harry Potter be brought into me eating a chicken parma?
Okay. How about you're eating that chicken parma, but you're also you're eating that chicken parma at a Harry Potter themed wedding.
What?
Yeah, these are real things that are happening. So these adults, fully grown adults who pay taxes, who go to work, have jobs and that. You know what? I really love Harry Potter so much that I want a Harry Potter themed wedding.
See, I'm wouldn't be a fan of it. Look, I don't even think I've really dressed up for a dress-up party.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's the thing. Like, these people like go out of their way to include Harry Potter in their lives, and like, you know, they've got Do you know what LARPing is?
LARPing.
LARP.
LARPing, of course I know what LARPing is.
That's live action role play. So people dress up, they do a whole bunch of things, you know, But do you know the big sport in the Harry Potter books?
Quidditch.
Yeah, the Quidditch. Do you realise that there's actually a league of people playing Quidditch in real life?
Good for them. Good for them.
But you know what? You know, going back to the whole thing you said, it's about it's fantasy.
Yes, LARPing is live action role play. I've just Googled it.
Thank you. You know, I was saying it's fantasy. And it's very important that we focus in that Harry Potter is a fantasy book, right? And Quidditch, like, let's just quickly describe Quidditch. There's magic balls flying around and you play on magic brooms.
Does someone use like a fishing rod to make
No,
those
you
magic
use
balls
like a bat or something, I don't know. But the big thing is, people play this in real life. Now, can you see the big problem with playing this in real life?
It takes too long.
Magic brooms don't fucking exist!
But real brooms exist.
Oh yeah, but you know what they
And
don't do?
Real brooms should come to my place and sweep.
Was it like Fantasia style or something like that? But you know what? Flying brooms don't exist, which means this whole sport, which is built around flying a broom and throwing around magic balls,
hang on a
can't
second.
exist.
Let me be the devil's advocate. Let me be the devil's advocate here. Yeah, but how do you know they don't exist? Prove that they don't exist.
Look, I'm not going to talk to you about. Yeah, okay.
That they
Yeah,
don't exist.
and
you
the
can't
Catholic
provide the evidence.
Yeah, perfect.
Then they exist.
You know what? The Catholic Church's God exists. Come on, mate. You want to have this debate now? Let's start this early. You're going to be fucking fine because I haven't even done my list here. Okay, do you know what another thing exists? Wizard rock.
You didn't let me guess.
No, I'm just going on. This is a proper rant. You know what sort of real thing that exists and people do it and all this all around? Wizard rock.
Okay.
You know what wizard rock is? People play crappy...
Let me guess.
All right.
Let me guess. I know you're worked up. But
it's a theme tune.
But let's guess. A wizard rock. I'm gonna suggest it's a bunch of rocks with people on them dressed as wizards.
You're so close. There are definitely people dressed as wizards, but they write crappy pop rock songs, punk pop songs.
We need a wizard rock on the show.
About Harry Potter. Grow up. All these people grow up. This is what's really killing me. Look, you know what? I read all the Harry Potter books as a kid. I saw all the films. I've done all that. But you know what? I went, yeah, it's teen fiction. It's not for it is for adults. It's cross-generational, that sort of shit. And you can say that about a whole bunch of other things, like people like Pokemon and people like Dragon Ball Z still, and people like, you know, a whole bunch of things that
are there Harry Potter conventions?
Yes. People go there and they dress up with their favorite characters and they talk about wizarding spells and they talk about all this other bullshit, right? You know what? It's a movie. I understand. Look, Trekkies do it, this, that, but at least Trekkies sort of had, you know, there's a subculture under that hidden underground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the way that they express themselves, and I get it. But in the same sense, the Harry Potter fans, it's a teen book. It's the same, and for me, I put them. I'm sorry, I'm weird to say this, but I put them in the same group of people that like Twilight, that are in their 20s and 30s.
I've got a story about Twilight.
See?
I've got a story about Twilight. Did you know? I had no idea what Twilight was, and I think that.
Have you ever had a girlfriend?
I think the Twilight component was. I don't know. Look, I knew it existed, but that was about it, right?
Yeah.
Didn't know anything about it.
Mm.
And a bunch of friends were like, "Oh, we're going to this charity event.
Yep.
It's a movie."
Yep.
They didn't tell me what it was, and I was stupid not to ask. Happened to be like the third Twilight or the second Twilight. I don't know. Anyway, luckily the movie cinema had a bar.
Good. You need that for those films.
I was gone. I drank a lot. Met them after the film. Life was great. Can I put in an advertisement right now?
Obviously, yes.
Advertisement is the Harry Potter fan convention.
Oh, get fucked.
Join Harry Potter fans from around the world as we gather at the K. Bailey Hutchison Convention Center in Dallas, Texas. This is obviously for our American viewers. In 2018, it's held from August 10 to 12th for a celebration of the boy who lived and the extraordinary impact his story has had on both the Wizarding and Muggle worlds. And you'll never believe it's sold out.
Oh, of course it's fucking sold out. It's all like, it's just a merchandise factory. It's like what Star Wars has become at the moment. A big merchandise factory. There's no, for an adult, especially with the new Star Wars films, and we'll talk about those another time, but for an adult, Harry Potter lacks the substance and is stopping people from growing up and enjoying better literature. Because there's so many other better literature books out there that people can enjoy. Like my favorite book since I was a teenager has been To Kill a Mockingbird. Have you ever read To Kill a Mockingbird?
I don't read.
Ah, well, But that's like my favorite book of all time. And even as a young person, I've read it multiple times since I was 13,
All right,
14,
give me the
15.
synopsis. You got 30 seconds and I'm tuning out.
Okay. It is.
Hang on, let me get the timer. Let me get the timer, people. And you better make it interesting. And if you've got to embellish the truth, I'm all for that too.
I don't need to. This book is so fantastic.
Go.
Okay, so To Kill a Mockingbird shows the story of a white man in the 1930s defending a black man of rape when he didn't actually do it, but it's shown through the eyes of one of his children, and it's also showing how mob mentality and a whole bunch of other things, including the townsfolk, the reception of that, and how goodness and truth will always conquer.
Time's up.
Oh, that wasn't 30 seconds. I got the timer here too. Oh, wow. Look at that. Anyway, I suggest that you read that book because it is absolutely fantastic. But Harry Potter fans, absolutely... and they're called Potterheads.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. They ship me to absolutely no degree. They are, for me, the lowest form of fan, apart from maybe Twilight fans and all that sort of stuff. But they're on the lowest chain.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nothing... grow up, people. Just grow up.
So you're telling them to grow up?
I'm telling them to grow up. Telling them to, you can like it, but don't make it a focus point of your life. Don't make it your identity.
So you're saying they'll get along a lot better with all kinds of folks, but they'll never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view.
I've no idea where you're going with this.
Sorry, I looked up Killing Mockingbird quotes.
Oh, right, yeah.
That was a fail, wasn't
No,
it?
it was, yeah. It's a bit too deep, that one. I think I don't want to talk about... we can do a whole To Kill a Mockingbird rant. I can do that for years, but that's... I'll have to get my...
Surprise, there's no Killing Bird... No, what is it called?
To Kill a Mockingbird?
To Kill a Mockingbird convention.
You know what? I will fucking start one, and it'll be filled with lots of old ladies and older gentlemen, but god damn it, it'll be a far more interesting and more intellectual group than the people that like Harry Potter.
Okay, but
Oh.
you know what? I'm going to hold you to this.
Oh,
Well, let's have the convention here.
all right.
We'll do a live broadcast.
Yep.
We'll have the convention. I'll have no idea what's going on because I wouldn't have read the book.
Yeah, I'll give you the cliff notes.
One page. If it's more than one page, I don't want to know about it.
Yeah. Oh, God. Kieran?
Yes. And I had my article.
What's been happening in the news this week?
Okay, well.
But all the people that like Harry Potter are going to be real pissy at me, but that's okay. I will fight you to the death. That's how much I hate Harry Potter fans. Like, avid Harry Potter fans, I'll fight them to the death. That's a challenge, anybody.
You know what I'm going to wear next week? A Harry Potter costume.
Yeah, you know what? And you're going to find one in a fucking adult size because they make them for adults.
brilliant.
Oh.
If you would like to post your Harry Potter memorabilia to the We Only Do One Take podcast, find us on Facebook, and I'll happily give you our address.
And I'll
I'll give you Turch's address.
Yeah, fuck off. If you send me what's the Grinch line in the film? If you even send one syllable on this, or what's it? If you even say one syllable on this answering machine, I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish. If you like to fax me, press the star key. Have you seen the Grinch?
Nerd.
Okay.
Nerd. You just went on a rant about Harry Potter conventions.
I'm saying a quote from a film. It's different from like dressing up as the Grinch and stealing Christmas.
You probably came from your Grinch convention talking
It's what makes so racist, buddy.
talking about Grinch 2018. How you're probably going to steal Christmas using advanced technology with rocket ships and yada yada yada. Cool. All right, I've got an article for you, people.
All right, what have you got for us this week, Kieran?
This one I just thought was genius.
Yeah.
I just thought this man is just telling the truth 110%. Time traveller claims to have been to the year 6000 and brought back this photograph of future city.
This is amazing. What do we got here? What photoshopped image do we have here?
He says he was part of a top secret program to send people into the future. All right, I'm going to show you the picture.
I'm ready for this. Do you want me to describe it?
I do want you to describe it.
Yeah, of course. This is how this show works.
Yeah, the man's holding the picture.
Oh, lovely. Of course he is. Okay. I'm going to... this is nice and blurry.
They're always blurry.
Oh, of course they
They're
are.
always blurry.
I never realised...
We're in the year 2018 now, and he's got to come back with a blurry photo.
Okay. So, I'm going to describe this... this picture of a man holding a picture. Firstly, the first thing I see is he's back from the year 6000. Was that right? 6000? And he's
He's
gone
to the year 6000.
He's gone to the year 6000. Yeah. So he's come back with a blurred face. That's the first thing I've noticed. I don't know. Maybe that's a thing in the future, and he's brought that back as well, which might explain the blurred picture.
Well, yes, that could explain the blurred picture.
So
That's
let's
right.
have a look here. What's he got? He's got. It looks like London if this was looking over the river Thames River? Yeah. Looking over the river with a bunch of buildings in the background and maybe some boats, and then about 14 filters from Photoshop. That's what it looks like to me.
Only 14 filters.
Only, yeah. But all the way to the top of the distressed aspect of any of the filters, the most contrast, or just enough so you can still see some of the crap in the background.
Look, I think this is just amazing, right?
I'm very excited for the future. That means my my vision that's blurry in the distance is going to match the future perfectly.
They go back in the past, the pictures are blurry. They go to the future, the pictures are blurry.
No, the faces are blurry too, apparently. So this man's come from to the future and come back and brought that photo. How did he do this?
Okay. Right. So he met a reporter in an undisclosed location to reveal what he knows about secret technologies and what the future holds for humanity in the year 6000.
Okay, so he's said to this reporter that he's got advanced technology. Does he say what advanced technology he's got there?
Oh, no, we haven't got that far yet.
Oh, okay, sorry. I was going to have a guess.
Oh, yeah, have a guess.
All right. I reckon flying vehicles.
Oh, God, we'll be well past flying vehicles.
Oh,
okay.
Then. Okay.
Well,
We'll
be teleporting.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that fossil fuels we're not using those anymore. It's all like clean energy or this and that.
No, we'll be mining from space.
Yeah, well, one of the two.
Yeah.
World peace declared, and there's only one religion, and
that will be the Kieran Thorpe religion featuring Pat, which is a religion I did try to start back when I was 19 because you need about 1,000 members for the tax benefits. Or
you know what?
Like that.
If that means if we get 1,000 people doing this, liking us, doing this, we can start a religion and we can all be tax free. Come on, people! Now we've started something. That we only do one take podcast religion.
I will convert from the flying spaghetti monster if I have to.
Yeah, only for our own religion though. So I reckon those are pretty solid guesses. I reckon it's pretty solid. So what do we got?
And I think our listeners should let us know on Facebook as well. Absolutely.
Look,
what does the future hold?
That'd be pretty good. You should post that article up there and ask people to do that.
Absolutely.
That's the kind of stuff that we need on there.
Well, he says advances in medicine. Boring.
Yeah, I know.
Advances in government.
Oh, what does that mean?
I don't see that happening.
Well, that's that whole, one government rule or, kind of thing, doesn't it? The globalist elite kind of crap.
And new technology.
Oh, who would have thought? Yeah, well done.
Make the technology we use today seem primitive.
Oh, well done. Yeah, you know what? Let's compare 6,000 years into the future. So let's compare our mobile phones to the rocks that the Egyptians had. Let's compare those. I mean, really, this is such a basic shit. Oh,
and there will
I'm angry today.
There will be an artificial overlord. Artificial intelligence overlord.
So that's you. This is the podcast starting. It's me in the background making videos and stuff, and you just there, I am Kieran.
All right, so he produces a photo of what is an unnamed city.
It's London. I bet you he lives in London usually.
Well, it's bloody snowing, so it's got to be somewhere. It looks like it's London.
Well, the photo reminds me. I've been to London, and that reminded me of London.
Boat. He claims in the time travel process, pictures tend to get distorted, as well as many other things. Probably his IQ.
Dick shrunk, didn't it?
Yeah, most likely.
Sorry, honey. From the future.
Stephen Hawking says that you time travel is possible, but you can't go back.
Yeah.
You can only go forward.
It's like Terminator rules.
Yeah.
No, wait, they can go backwards, can't they?
I can't remember. I remember
Terminator, they go backwards.
There was a liquid guy and he shot
they go
bullets.
backwards. Sorry, not Terminator rules. But one way, can't go both ways.
So he says
it's not like Back to the Future rules, you can go back and forth.
Yeah, no. You can only go forward.
Yeah.
Which, did you know?
You gotta go forward to go back.
Interesting fact. If you had a train track that went around the globe.
Yeah.
Right, and you got that train track to go at basically just under the speed of light.
Mm.
Right. And it went around 100 times?
Yeah.
No. 10 minutes?
Whatever it is.
I can't remember. Anyway, it's something like, maybe it's 1,000 times. Oh, I can't remember what it is. But it's really quick. It's only 10 or 20 minutes or something like that, right? It's the equivalent, because that's actually time travel, right, of 100 years on Earth.
I don't know how to do the maths on that, because that's not my
I saw it on a Stephen Hawking documentary. But it's really cool. And the fact, oh no, because this is the thing, right? Because you're just below the speed of light. And then they go, what if someone was running on that train?
Well, no,
right, that person running on the train would be going faster than the speed of light. No,
that's not how it works.
And they go, no, that's not how, because time around it.
Yeah, that's right. It's like when you run on a train. You're not running faster. You're just running at the speed of the train.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's as much science as I know. As much science. Anyway, that's my article.
That's amazing. It surprises me that people... It surprised me, one, people believe this, but two, they...
How did he get an entire news article?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just about to say. Two, people go, you know what? This should be on our news. This is why journalism at the moment is to the point of where we can make a podcast and bag the shit out of it for an hour each week. That's where we're at the moment. Oh, Jesus.
Look, at least it's not fake news.
Well, yeah. A man claims... Well, you know what isn't fake news?
O.J. Simpson.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
No, I watched an O.J. Simpson documentary.
Yeah.
And I've heard the O.J. Simpson jokes, but never really paid much attention, right?
Yep.
And I think he's guilty.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's guilty.
I don't know enough about the case to sort of do that, so...
Oh, I tell you what, I'm obsessed with it. I've watched this documentary on Netflix, and then I've actually been watching the YouTube clips of the actual courtroom.
Yeah.
And it is amazing.
It's amazing that they allowed I don't think they allow cameras in courtrooms anymore.
Anyway, this judge did, and it was the race card.
Oh yeah.
Was played. Even the prosecutor was like 20 years later going, it's like, I didn't think the race card would be such a big deal because he was a wealthy man who hung out with white people. Yeah. He wasn't underprivileged.
No, not at all.
Anyway, it's fascinating.
If you're really interested in court cases and that, the Michael Jackson ones are even better, I reckon. Because he was never formally charged with anything. At the first time, there was a settlement for $20 million, which is Michael Jackson 1991. That's like, two gigs,
Yeah.
or release one song, and then the second one, 2004, he was never tried for anything, and it was shown that the defendants were tampering with evidence. Yeah, really interesting. Nonetheless,
The We Only Do One Take podcast covering your court needs.
next we're going to start looking at legal cases and try to break them down. But on the other flip side, you asked for it, you need it, you love it, you want it now, you want Trump Watch.
Yes.
With the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
Secretary Clinton.
All right. So this isn't exactly perfectly about Trump, like the actual president of the United States, but it is something related to Trump enough where I thought to myself, this is perfect for this podcast, and Kieran's going to love it.
Question before you get in, because that's just bugging me right now.
Yeah.
Trump is president. He's got Republicans in both houses.
Yep.
The government's shut down.
Oh, it's back up now.
Oh, is it back up?
Yeah, it's back up.
I've missed that part.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
Oh, okay.
It was something about the Democrats wanting DACA, which is like the...
I got no idea what that is.
Yeah, something like that. And now Trump has said, nah, fuck yous, pretty much, and now they're all going back to work. So he worked out pretty well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically, from my quick understanding, I only read the headline today. So
I was like, something's got to be going on. There's got to be a bigger play, because I'm like, he runs both houses. They're blaming the Democrats, which I thought was just hilarious. I'm like, there must be something going on.
You are fake
Well,
news.
anyway, let's do the
Trump Watch.
Gay porn stars wearing MAGA hats scream Trump and pump while gang banging a bisexual resistor.
Can you say that again?
I absolutely can. Gay porn stars wearing MAGA hats, so Making America Great Again hats, scream Trump and pump while gangbanging a bisexual resistor.
Pump and what?
Trump and pump.
Trump and pump. Trump and pump.
Do you want to know what's going on? this is real world.
Sorry, I can't get past the bloody heading.
It's amazing. When I saw this article, I thought to myself, fucking hell. I think, you know what? I say every week that the Trump art, like the gorilla one, like what was it last week or the week before, was like 10 out of 10. This is like, I don't even know how to describe this one. So let's go straight to the article. It's pretty disgusting to see how Donald Trump and his administration have influenced gay porn over the past 2 years. He's only been in office for a year, just letting you know. Well done. Literally a year.
Oh, he's been campaigning for 2?
Yeah, and that's affected gay porn, I'm sure. In a new scene produced by Fraternity X, we're seeing that influence at its worst as a group of Trump-supporting douchebags in MAGA hats gangbang a bisexual bottom after he reveals that he doesn't like the President of the United States. This is Trump's fault. This is Trump's fault that they're making this porn. You see the backwards logic here. Yes, Trump's president and they're making porn like this with Trump MAGA hats. Trump did this. Like what?
Well, do you know there's a clear correlation between Trump becoming president and our podcast?
That's... Yes! Me yelling about things even more. That's great. The scene, which was originally reported by our friends over at this other link, I'm not going to give them the dignity, is cringeworthy at best. While the work at Fraternity X usually edges on the border of sadistic, misogynist, and homophobic. Wait a minute. I had to bring this up. So, gay porn is now homophobic.
Well, you know. They've got to have something heading against them.
So, with douchey frat boys banging and insulting bottoms for being bitches, and this tops anything they've ever done before. In the scene, so let's say they describe the scene. I'm trying not to go into any details, but I have to read it.
As long as we get some sexy background music.
Oh, darling. In the scene, a group of beer-drinking and blunt-smoking college kids sit around watching something on TV when the topic of Trump comes up. The one not wearing the Make America Great Again hat admits he doesn't like Trump. When asked why, he replies, he gays. One of the MAGA bros responded, "Who the fuck likes gays? Are you gay or something?" He admits that he's bi. Because of these two admissions, the bro decides to gangbang him. They make him first give them head while saying things like, "Suck it. Suck on it for the president." And he's really making America great right now. Next they God damn it. Next they take turns topping him. And you know what topping is, obviously. Being, while commenting, we're gonna make him a Trump supporter today, boys. By the finale, they scream "Trump and pump" as they, well, you could probably guess what they're doing at this point.
Pumping Trump.
Oh. This is okay. You are lost for words.
I am. What do you have any figures on how many people have viewed it?
Well, my okay. This is the best thing is, so someone sent this porn video to this gentleman here, or this female. I can't remember who wrote the article, and they've gone, "Oh, this is disgusting," and then gone ahead and watched the whole video.
Oh, of course. You know, there's people out there that don't get turned on by watching this kind of stuff. They're very rare, but they don't get turned on, and they watch it.
Yeah, but like this person's written a review of this porno,
Yeah.
and he's not liked it. But my question is, he's gone, "I need to write an article about this type of pornography." But you know what? There's so many other depraved kinds of pornography out there. But the one where the guys bang a guy because he's bi with MAGA hats on, this is the big issue. Not all the child pornography out there. Not the type of pornography where people are eating each other's shit and shitting on each other. Not the one where people are having
Two
sex
girls,
with,
one cup.
Yeah, not when people are having sex with people's feet. Not the one where people are shoving dildos the size of mooses up their asses and up their vaginas. No, that's all fine. What we really need to talk about is the couple of guys that are making a bit of a joke about wearing some MAGA hats and using the line, I'm going to say the line again, suck on it for the president, and he's really making America great again now. Like, you can just tell, like, the priorities of what these kind of people are writing this sort of crap. You can just see the priorities, right?
They know they're going to get headlines.
Oh, it's the best. Look, I'm so glad that this has come out of it. Like, sometimes you think to yourself, this presidential sort of stuff is he's not that great, and he is. And, like, at some points he's not that great. Some points he's fantastic. But you got to admit, if this is the kind of shit that people are going to put out because of him being in office, I'm all for it. Are you watching it right now?
No.
I just saw you smile. I'm like, what the fuck's I'm gonna get out of here.
I googled Pornhub facts.
Yeah,
because there's always they've got so much data.
They have the best data.
They
best data, biggest data. Sad.
And I'm looking. I've come across Pornhub's top 20 countries.
We talked about this with MASH, and I said Australia's like number 8 from memory. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's other facts.
Oh, here we go.
Sorry, but one of the things we didn't talk about is Australia's 8th, United Kingdom 2nd, first is United States.
Makes sense.
But just have a look at the graph. Just look at how much United States is ahead of the United Kingdom.
Yeah, but they've also got like 14 times the population.
Obviously, this is,
You gotta look at it like that. If per capita, we're gonna lok at.
It says...
if it is per capita, then I'm very impressed.
I'm going to say it is per capita.
just to be shit stirrer. Yeah, fuck you, Turch. It is per capita, you dick.
What? Oh, we're talking about that's right. I was quite drunk in the last episode.
That's why I went for 2 hours.
I'm not going to lie. By the time we finished last week's
I was
recording,
pretty tired.
I was like, my head was spinning. And oh, dear. All right.
Kieran, what other shit news have you heard this week?
Oh, this is, well, it's not necessarily shit, but I'm from Perth, right?
Yeah. You're an import.
Yeah. And for many years, do you know when I first moved over here, we lived on Lygon Street,
That's pretty cool.
and we lived there for a month. And
No wonder you like wogs so much.
And every night, I got dinner. Every night, dinner out on Lygon Street, which was amazing. It was bloody great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so moved over to Melbourne. Continued said, I'm Perth now. Perth kicks Melbourne ass.
Yep.
Perth is so much better. When I was like 20, I actually went back to Perth. Moved over here when I was 9, and I was like, Perth is a dump. Though they've got a new sports stadium.
Oh, that's something.
So seats,
Is that the one for the cricket?
seats? I don't know. Seats for everything. It sits 60,000.
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
They're saying they want it. They want the grand final.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
Okay,
I'm really sorry. As much as you love your beloved Fremantle, I don't think it's gonna happen.
Anyway. Oh no! You know what's great? Because Fremantle only plays 5 times a year. Because
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest footy fan,
Yeah.
so I get to go 5 times a year, and that's it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, no.
And they say you win all the games.
Anyway, Turch.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for a pint of beer?
Depending on the beer, but I'd say like $10.
Average.
Yeah, $10, $11.
10, $11.
For, Yeah, so Australia, for everyone else, for everyone on the international list, we have lots of taxes on our beers and stuff like that. So a pint of beer is like, 540 mils? I think it's like 2 ounces from memory, but I can't remember the conversion. Half a litre, give or take. 11 Australian dollars, give or take.
11 Australian dollars. Okay, all right. Well, there's currently a war going on in Perth.
Good.
There is a war.
Yes.
And it is a beer war.
Oh, I was going to say fighting the emus.
No.
The Australian Emu War.
Australian Emu War?
Yeah, haven't you ever heard of the Australian Emu
No.
War? We lost. We got thumped.
What's the Emu War?
Oh, well, maybe you'll bring it. Finish your article and I'll
No,
get up the
I
Emu
want,
War.
I want to know the
You're the
Emu
Emu
War.
War. Good,
All
yeah.
right, you got to find it. I'm going to read. Anyway, there is a war going on, and it's a beer war between 2 popular Perth bars, and one of them is charging $4 for a pint.
Yeah, that's really good.
The other one came back and is now charging $3.50.
That's good. It's like Coles and Woolworths doing the cheap chicken. Like it went from 10 to 9 to 8.
Are they thinking of the beer brewers?
No.
It's going to be like the milk crisis.
Well, it doesn't
Are
really...
we thinking of the dairy farmers?
no,
Are we
no.
thinking of the beer brewers?
Well, it doesn't matter because as long as they're selling the beer at an appropriate price and they're making still a profit on it within the bar space, then it's fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's led me to thought, why isn't there a Melbourne beer war? Why do we not have a Melbourne beer war? Where is our beer war?
I think we do have a beer war.
No, we don't. They've all got a truce. It's like no one's charging under $9.
Okay. So let me put my hat in the ring here. I think we don't have a Melbourne beer war because
It's Melbourne.
potentially
It's the Andrews government, isn't it? It's the Andrews government. I don't know. That's what people are saying. Everyone blames the government of the day.
I think it's because we have so many
Malcolm Turnbull.
I think we have so many microbreweries. Like we have a lot of microbreweries in
Oh,
Melbourne.
I love our beer. We've
I
got
do.
so many good
And
beers.
I think that's the reason I'm willing to pay $11 for a microbrewery, like specialty ale and this and that.
Have you had Goose?
I haven't. Where's that?
Some place. Oh, I had it in Abbotsford.
Lovely. So I'm more than willing to pay more money for potentially a better product than I am to pay like, what was it, $4 or $3.80, whatever it was, for a pint of like Carlton Draft.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like Carlton Draft makes me feel a bit more bloated and makes me, it doesn't taste as nice. Whereas if I pay like, $10, I can get like, if I go to the Elephant and Wheelbarrow, which is like an English pub, I can pay $11 and I can get a pint of like, John Smith or Kilkenny or a pint of Guinness, and that's far more delicious, and I can drink far more of it and enjoy it for longer.
We need to do a St. Patrick's Day special.
Yeah, of course.
Where
On the
we
road,
just drink Guinness.
I'll take the next day off. Just let it run. So what's been happening with this war? What initially sparked it? Is it just like 2 pubs, or is it like multiple pubs involved?
No, okay. Well, what there is there's 2 pubs. They are involved in this war, and all the other pubs around them are now engaged in a lawsuit against these 2 pubs.
Right. A lawsuit?
Yeah,
How so?
because they've brought the prices down. No one's going to the other pubs.
But that's a prerogative. They're not going to win this lawsuit. I should read the lawsuit. It's publicly available knowledge, so I should be able to get it down and I can just dissect it.
More to come in this beer war space.
I feel like we should do a reading of the lawsuit and just yell at it for a while.
I told you we'd come back to law.
Oh,
O.J. Simpson, now beer war.
Michael Jackson. Oh.
No, it's pretty...
Speaking of law,
Yes.
Kieran,
Yes.
on the scale of 1 to 10,
10.
I was going to say, how much do you like cheese? So that's actually an accurate answer for you.
Oh, I don't have any cheese tonight.
Oh, we had some cheese last time, not
This
tonight.
This is... no, but...
It's all done.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to do a quick advertisement. Established in 1779. Oh, really? That old?
It's classic. It's a great Scotch, that one. Have
that
a
is
sip
good.
if you want to.
It is the Bowmore Islay Single Malt Scotch Whisky, aged 12 years, distilled and bottled in Scotland. The Bowmore Islay Single Malt Scotch Whisky.
Top notch. I got that ages ago. I'm still drinking it.
It is.
'Cause it's
Let me
so
just have a taste of
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
That is very nice.
Yeah, it's so good.
That is very nice.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a smoky,
Mm.
bit of a... What have they done? That's good.
It's good. I got
That
another
is-
bottle at home, so I'll bring it over
That
next
is-
time. And we'll
That
do
is
it.
brilliant.
I got another bottle which is just the single malt one, which is slightly different, but cast barrel one's really good. So Kieran, like I said to you before,
Yes.
how much do you like cheese out of 10?
9.5.
9.5.
Nine
Yeah,
and a half.
that's a good bet. So, do you love cheese this much?
Oh dear.
Man barricades himself in house after family member takes bite of his grilled cheese sandwich.
I'm going to say if you did that to me, I would do that. I would. Yeah, it is mine.
Ah. A Maryland man has been arrested following an hour-long standoff with law enforcement that police say began when a family member took a bite from his grilled cheese sandwich. The Baltimore County Police
And I mean, you've got to get the bread. You've got to put butter in it. You've got to put the cheese in. You've got to grill it. Oh, it takes time. Meanwhile, you're salivating because you want it. Oh, you're just like, this is gonna be amazing. I actually have a friend. His name's Blaine. He's been on the podcast.
should get him back.
And
Now that he can have his own mic.
every time I was over at his house, he was cooking or something like that. I would always, especially like I make a sandwich or something like that, I would sneak in and get a bite.
See? And he could have gone off. Well, he could have done what this gentleman did. So this guy here, according to the police, the man was eating with his wife and daughter, and then he became angry when someone took a bite of his sandwich, prompting him to fire a shot inside his house.
That's why you need guns. It is why you need guns.
The wife and daughter were able to safely leave the house, but the man barricaded himself inside. He surrendered peacefully shortly before 9 p.m. So from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., he locked himself in the house because his wife or daughter...
Wife or daughter?
Well, it doesn't state who actually bites it, who actually bit it.
Oh, I bet you it was the daughter.
No, it says he became angry when one of them took a bite from his sandwich. So even he doesn't know.
So, I'm sure he didn't bite it. Because you know when you're eating food, right?
and you
you're
take a
just
bite
like,
and you
you're just
walk
like,
away.
and you're just like, no, I know there's a bit more left. We're going to have another bite. And then it's gone and you're
Yes.
just like, who's bitten into
Oh,
this?
it's like when you open like a pack of chips or something and you have like more than you think you do. And you're like, oh, I'll save the rest for later. You open up the bag and there's only like a few measly crumbs down the bottom.
Mm.
I think that's what has happened to this gentleman here. Anyway, no one was injured and he's now going to hospital for evaluation.
I could just imagine being the shrink that's got to come over and like evaluate him. What's happened? You know, someone took a bite of my food. Rough day. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, good day. Yeah, it's pretty bad. So why are you here?
No, look, if I'd had a shit day and then someone ate my food, I would be ropeable.
I guess I've never lived in a share house, but I have lived with my brother. And like, you know, one of my downfalls is icy poles.
You eat his food?
No, he eats my food. 'Cause I'll buy like, a box of icy pops. Like, I'll have one a day. Like, if I've gone to the gym, if I've done something, I'll have like one after dinner, like enjoy it, watch some crap TV or watch something on YouTube or edit the We Only Do One Take podcast, which is available now on SoundCloud and iTunes. So I'll do something like that. I'm like, I've done all this work. I'm going to have an icy pole. And he's eating all my icy poles.
All of them. How many do you buy? Like 24?
No, I just buy like a box. Like a box lasts me like a week or 2 weeks or something, depending on how much I'm in the house.
I mean, I can't have ice cream because I
have icy poles. So I don't like
I've
ice
got
cream.
digestive issues.
Yeah, I know. But I do like icy poles, like the lemonade ones or like the red ones.
What are you, 5?
Yeah, I am. But it's
do you have them with your Harry Potter?
Oh, don't get me fucking started.
Are they Harry Potter icy poles?
No, I get the cyclones or clippers. I love a good clipper.
Ah, Calippo.
See, now he's changed. Now he's changed. Hot summer's day, like it's been like 42 degrees. You come home, take off your shoes, have a clipper.
Ooh.
Actually,
Yeah,
he's actually swapped around now.
I have. Zuper dupers, yeah.
But you know what? They're great because, like, we had them up at Phillip Island, and everyone had a super duper good times. But if you want to sit by yourself, it's like people enjoy a Magnum, like the ice creams or the Cornettos. They have them by themselves. They just enjoy it. That's what I like to do. Like my dad likes that. My dad's a big ice cream guy, and you buy a box of Cornettos, he'll eat them all in one day. Like he's just,
really?
Oh, he's a massive sweet tooth. He can do that.
Whoa.
I'm like, nah, I'll pace myself. But my brother, on the other hand, he's at home all day, eats all my icy poles. Fuck, another rant. I'll tell you what, I've been fired up today.
Oh, well, there you go. I had to take a shit the other day, and I probably shouldn't do that while you're drinking, but I was in the city.
Yeah,
Right. But it was good for me because I was near RMIT.
I was going to say, did you find a good toilet? Because there's nothing worse than finding like a bad toilet.
I know, you don't want to do it bad. And it was about 5:30 at night as well.
Peak hour.
Yeah, oh yeah, right. Anyway, I know, I was like, I better go. All right, RMIT can use their toilets. Now, I have to say the experience was good. Like, I can't fault the actual toilet. By that I mean the seat. But I went in there and I go to look for the mail and it's not there, and it's gender neutral.
Oh, so Jess would hate that,
right? And it was okay. And I thought, no, that's okay. But I mean, like, and then I started going through my mind, like, I mean, this is going to be a doozy. This is going to stink out the joint, right? I mean, in a male toilet,
yeah,
I have no issue sticking out it, right? And in fact, I think my fellow male species are like, well done.
Yeah.
That is excellent.
Oh, it stinks in here. Someone had a good time.
That is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Right? But I was like, but what if there's females in here? Or I walk out of the cubicle and then, because it wasn't busy, right?
Yep.
It's not, because it's summer. It's summer season. So
it's
one's
really
there.
smelly.
So, I mean, they're going to know it's me. No one else is in there.
Yeah.
Right. No one else around.
They're watching the video.
But if someone
go in there,
someone comes in, they're going to know it's me. I can't go at someone else, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up using the disabled toilet.
Right.
Because I thought I can't deal with that. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, the gender neutral toilets are here.
Yeah.
Is it okay to stink out the place?
Yeah. You know what? You have to treat it as if it's your own toilet. There's no other way. Like, if I had to go there and I had to take a piss and there's no urinal or no trough, the trough is the best.
Oh, yeah.
Love the trough. I actually told Jess about the trough one day.
Do you try and write your name? When, like, no one's there, do you like, woo, I'm going to write my name?
I try to, like, make everything wet, like, across, like a little waterfall. I'm sure. Yeah. It's like, woo, going on. No, I told Jess, go to Jess, I had to go to the toilet. I was pretty busy, peed in the trough. She goes, the trough? Like, yeah, it's just like a trough to pee in. Like, happens, I think, like, Cherry Bar have it like a trough, and, I think, what's that other bar? There's a couple of bars that have troughs like that. And she didn't realize that guys just peed into troughs. And I go, guys will pee anywhere. Don't understand. But as going on for stinking at the place, well, if your only option apart from the going to the disabled toilet is to go into a gender-neutral bathroom, and I'm hoping that this one had multiple facilities, like it wasn't just one, it was like like 3 or 4.
There was multiple, absolutely.
So if that's the case, then you have to treat that as if it's
There was actually male, because it was like every second level is gender neutral, and every other level, and I was like, I don't want to go up another level.
Yeah,
We're not going up another level.
that's fair enough.
I don't want to travel.
Yeah, exactly right. No, I think that you are
I want to get in. I want to get
you are
out.
completely justified in.
I feel sorry. I don't think the people that have been fighting for gender neutral toilets, now good on them on their cause.
Yeah.
But I don't think they've thought about this.
No, I don't think so either.
I don't think they've thought about the ramifications. That place is going to stink.
Well, look, my big thing with gender neutral toilets is something that we're going to.
But the thing is, right? It wasn't 1 or 2 or 3 cubicles or something like that. It was something like 20 in there.
And this is what,
See,
okay.
So I'm cool with like I would actually go, where's the male, where's the female, where's the gender neutral?
Yeah.
Right. But the whole gender neutral, it was like 20 cubicles, and I thought that was overkill.
I know what you're thinking now. You're thinking this is discriminatory because men now can't go to a urinal.
Ooh.
See, I as a man want a urinal.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't I have the urinal? Because women are in there. They might see my dick.
Mm-hmm.
But the men always have to go into a urinal or a trough. I prefer a trough.
Yeah.
And see another man's dick. We have to risk it, and that's fine. But if a woman sees
Do
it, now it's like sexual harassment.
Do you know what I love? I love when like the bathroom's empty, and 2 guys walk in, especially like there's an MCG. One person comes in one entrance, one person comes in the other entrance, and they swap over and go to the other corner.
Of course. It's one of those...
It's etiquette. It's a toilet etiquette.
I can't believe, men... everyone goes, men are uncivilized. We have more etiquette where it counts. We have etiquette at the bar. We understand.
Absolutely.
We have to understand, like, if you're waiting in line first, no one's going to push in at a bar.
Mm-hmm. Unless they're shit-faced.
Unless they're purely shit-faced, and then, that's, we know that, and we're like, let them get their drink or whatever it is. At a bar, we understand if someone's been waiting there, we say, no, this gentleman was first. We understand that.
Mm-hmm.
At a urinal, we understand. I don't want to see your dick. You don't want to see mine. We're confident. We're neutral. We're happy with that decision. We'll stand as far away as we possibly can.
Absolutely.
And even at sports games, like, busy time, like, game's over or halftime, men are in there. They're patient. They're willing. They're waiting. They understand. Look forward. Don't look even down at your own dick. You understand all these little rules that make a society function. And that's why the men's toilets may stink a bit. But there's always... You can always get in. You can always get out. And that's why the bars... When men are there, when it's just men at bars, it just works flawlessly.
Here.
Oh.
I feel like we need to have some patriot music playing right now.
More recording, great.
And my computer's frozen.
Oh, well, I'll get one more. We'll do one more. What's the closest you've had to wanting to marry an inanimate object?
Okay. Well, like, what are we talking?
We're talking about any kind of inanimate object. What's the closest you've become that you've loved sexually, I guess, an inanimate object?
Oh, okay. All right. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. Can the TV count?
Or would you put your dick in it?
Well, I've got to cut a hole, but then
So that's yes.
Then, that's the... There's a good joke there, like, I put it in the USB hole or something,
Yeah. Anyway, so Nurul Hassan identifies as objectum sexual, which means she's attracted to inanimate objects.
Oh, okay.
So the headline is, in love with the shape of you.
Yeah.
Student, 20,
Yeah.
plans to marry Tetris after her relationship with a calculator called Pierre ended when she lost it.
Okay. So she lost this thing,
Yes.
and so now she's going to marry a Rubik's Cube.
No,
Tetris.
a Tetris game.
Tetris game.
So a maths fanatic plans to marry Tetris after claiming she's fallen in love with the game. This woman, Narul Hassan, who's known as Fractal online, says she's also been in relationships with a calculator she named Pierre, and admits she's had feelings for iPods, treadmills, and a GPS system.
Oh, okay. Look, I could understand the GPS system. It talks to you.
Oh, that's something.
Yeah.
But Tetris.
And it listens to you and it talks back.
So, Fractal said, I think Tetris is so beautiful. He is about perfection and he stimulates your mind. Physically, I get that feeling that people in relationships get. You know that they are the right one. I love him so much and get an intense sense of satisfaction with him. I have a strong connection with him and I invest so much time in him. She says part of the attraction is the satisfaction she gets from clearing the lines as quickly as possible, and her current record stands as 49 seconds. 49.
Is that how long she lasts?
Well, that was the joke I was going to go for. Yeah, but can you look? I grew up playing video games, love video games and stuff, but not enough to put my dick in the CD hole. You know what I mean? Like, this person's taken. She's not even in love with an inanimate object. She's in love with the game, it sounds like. So this has taken a next level of, like, I don't love the inanimate object. I can have a different inanimate object, but I love...
As long as it's just
long
playing
as it's
Tetris. As long as it's Tetris,
This is like the next level of stupidity, And I can't imagine her parents being proud. Like, if I came home and I said today, Dad, guess what? I just married a table. He'd be like,
and
yeah.
I would say congratulations, because a table is a very useful thing.
Yeah.
You can use that table. That table is great. That table will make you happy for... Look, we're on a table right now. This is amazing.
This is pretty
I would
great.
allow you to marry my table.
I thank your blessing.
I will get my...
thank you for your blessing.
I will get my celebrant license, and I will allow you to marry this table.
You know what's funny? I said to Jess, I go...
Which, to American listeners, your girlfriend.
Yep.
She has been on the show.
Yeah, it's been on the show.
3.
No, I think it was episode 5, the Christmas special.
Episode 5.
Yeah, the Christmas special. Oh, no, the Boxing Day special. My mistake.
The Boxing Day special.
Because she talks about cricket.
If I became a celebrant, I would marry you.
I said to Jess, now that we've started this podcast, and you've always said, like, even back in the days, like, if you, Jess and you get, if you just get married, I want to be a celebrant.
The day I find out is the day I'm enrolling.
Yeah, I know. I absolutely
I've got the online course. I've looked at it. I know which one I'm signing up for.
It's in your book class. But I go to Jess, so you do realise now that we've started this podcast, it's going to be live. Like, and she's I fucking hate you.
I was like, a live podcast of the wedding. Of the wedding. That would be great.
Oh, Jess, I hope you're listening to this, because this is happening. This is real.
I would have a table set up, or the guests would come on one by one. I would, in my chair, I would marry you two.
Do you Turch?
In fact, we would have it as a show.
Is crazy.
We would have just imagine this, Turch. We're sitting here like you are. Jess would sit next to you. We would have an arena, like a stand, like a stand. The people will be watching the show as we do this.
This would be amazing.
I know
it's
Jess's wedding because it's all about the girl, but then you've got to then have 2 weddings.
I will definitely have a second wedding, and I'll just invite all the people that want to just bag us from the crowd. Just sit there and be like, "This is the weirdest, stupidest, greatest thing ever." I've got to live stream it somehow. I've got to work that out.
Oh yeah, no, but no. The day I find out you're getting married, I am booking in and if anyone wants me to be a celebrant, it's going to take me about a year to do the course.
Yeah.
And they say, don't do the course because your friend's getting married.
Yeah.
You want to be a celebrant? Well, I do want to be a celebrant.
That's good.
And I think I'd be very good at marrying.
So you
people.
don't like the Jesus aspect, but you like the whole legal aspect to it.
I just like the money. I heard that they make about $550.
Yeah,
no, you'll be free.
Oh yeah. I am free, thank you.
I was just like, Geez, that's all right for traveling somewhere for the weekend and marrying someone. And then
gonna say it's work twice, grand a week.
yeah,
It's not bad. That takes away your petrol money too.
you could even do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I
If
mean,
you-
you got to have no life. but,
Well, it's one of those things you trade off one for the other.
No, I guess
You know.
But I think it would be great. Now there was something about emus.
Yes. Oh my
There
god.
was something about emus, and I'm really interested to know what it's.
So I can't believe, like, out of all the people, like, you're pretty Australian. You can tell by
what?
You know about a bit of Australian history. You like Australian country music. You like all that
I'm not a bogan, okay?
You're not a bogan. I never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. Don't straw man argument me here. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, someone knows their philosophy.
Oh, I try my best. But I would have thought you would have known about this. So I'm reading the Wikipedia page, and so basically, Australia in the 1930s
yeah.
was overpopulated with emus,
Mm-hmm.
and we actually went to war with emus
No
to
way.
kill them because there was so many. So let's say, so the Emu War, also known as the Great Emu War, was a
The Great Emu War.
was a nuisance wildlife management military operation, undertaken in Australia over the latter part of 1932 to address public concern over the number of emus said to be running amok in a district of Western Australia. The unsuccessful attempt to curb the population of emus, a large flightless bird to Indigenous Australia, employed soldiers armed with Lewis guns, leading the media to adopt the name the Emu War, referring to the incident. While a number of birds were killed, the emu population persisted and continued to cause crop destruction. So this actually happened twice.
Wow.
In 1932 it occurred,
Yeah.
and they tried to kill him, and it didn't work. And the second attempt was later on in the year, and it just didn't work. And in the aftermath, despite the problems encountered with the cull, the farmers of the region once again requested military assistance in 1934, 1943, and 1948, only to be turned down by the government.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a real thing. Like, we're technically Australians. We've participated in World War One,
Yeah.
and technically won.
Yeah.
Participated in World War Two, technically won.
On a technicality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Participated in the Great Emu War
Yeah.
against flightless birds that have brains the size of peanuts and lost.
And do you know why? Because emus only go forward.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
get it?
that's
Yeah,
true.
See, they
That's
only
true.
go forward.
That's true, because their knees are like backwards or something. That's
Come
why.
on.
That's why it's on the Australian coat of arms.
Yeah.
So, they're like same as the kangaroo. The kangaroo can't go backwards either. That's why they're on the Australian coat of arms, because they're two animals that can only go forward, and we're meant to look forward as a country.
Well, there you go.
Oh,
I
sometimes-
know nothing about the Australian coat of arms.
something.
It is
Sometimes
something that's there
I have
and
fantastic general knowledge about some things, and some things I have no clue about. But the Emu War, I
What's
knew.
the Australian floral emblem?
It's a wattle.
Victorian?
It's also the wattle. No.
I got no idea.
I can't remember.
Nor do I really care.
But I'm pretty sure the Australian one is the wattle.
What's the global world's flower emblem?
Oil.
Yes, it is probably oil.
uh,
I shouldn't headbutt the mic.
they probably shouldn't. It's your mic too. Jeez, how much have you had to drink?
No, I've been good tonight.
You have been good.
I've been good tonight.
Been calm.
And in fact, before you came over,
Yeah.
I was actually left a little bit late. I actually exercised.
Are we talking about the gym?
Oh yeah, I've got a personal trainer,
Oh.
and so I went in, had my first PT session. Very exciting stuff. And talking to him and said, 4 or 5 years ago, I used to go regularly, like
clockwork kind of thing.
like I'm 20 kilos lighter than I am now.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. And got there, and I'd been, because it was about 2 weeks before, I booked it in, and it's like 2 weeks, and I've been going for runs every second day. I was like, I'm going to fucking kick this PT session. Get in there. He fucking makes me do squats.
Yeah, squats are hard.
Squats, right? And then some other things. Anyway, the last bit is like, I want to test your own weights and all that. More of an assessment. He goes, I want to test your aerobic fitness. And I was like, fuck,
Got this.
got
in
this.
the back.
I've been going for runs. Like, I know I'm not that fit, but I'm going to be able to do this, right? Like, excellent. And he goes, no, I've got to do this whole step thing. I've got to step onto a step.
Steps are fucked. Steps are fucked.
Thing. And he goes, you're going to do it for 3 minutes. I'm like, oh, piece of cake.
Nah.
Piece of cake.
I know where
Now,
this is going.
Me being me, I went at it.
Nah,
like,
you got to be consistent.
I went at it.
Got to be consistent with the steps.
And I don't know, it felt like 10 minutes, but it was probably like 20 seconds. And then I started slowing down. And then I was really exhausted. And then he goes, you're halfway. And I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, I've only got like half to go. Like, oh. Anyway, so he says, stop. And I can't breathe. I can't talk to him. And I'm sitting down. And he goes, that was only 2 minutes. I was like,
Yeah.
It feels like death. So anyway.
With the steps, you got to keep rhythm, keep count, and you'll be fine.
I told my personal trainer I'm going to come up with every excuse under the sun not to exercise.
I was too busy on the podcast.
And I'm gonna call your names. Don't take it personally. I just hate this.
Oh, that's good.
If only you could lose weight drinking.
Oh, you can. It's called being dehydrated. And you can.
Do you know, technically, if it's under 10% alcohol,
Yeah.
it hydrates you.
There you go.
So it can't be over 10%. It's got to be under 10%.
Oh, the scotch isn't helping then.
So what's the scotch?
40? Scotch is always 40 or plus.
Oh yeah, 40%. The scotch is going to dehydrate
Yeah.
you.
Do have some ice cubes in there.
Oh yeah, but you know, like that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. I don't know.
Well, Kieran, I think we might have to wrap this one up. Thank you so much for another fantastic
Oh well, I
episode.
think especially after a long podcast last week.
I know that was a long podcast last week. I had a lot of fun editing that one. Thank you very much for that one. But
No, short one. There is going to be a special. I'll tell the listeners now.
Mm-hmm.
There is going to be. There will be one this Thursday, and there will be one next Thursday.
Yes.
But there is. Keep your eyes out or ears out for it.
Yep.
Because we've got a few exciting things coming up.
We hope so. Anyway, we're just trying to book him in.
We've got some exciting guests.
Yep.
Or an exciting guest. Oh no, we've got exciting
We've
guests.
got multiple guests coming
multiple
up.
guests
We're just booking
coming
him
on.
in.
So that's going to be really exciting. I'm gonna be doing a solo from Vietnam.
Yep.
So that's going to be pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
You're probably just going to hear street signs or something
Fantastic. That's what we want.
like that. God knows how that. And I'm probably shit faced when I do it. And what else do we have coming out? And we've got some cool videos coming out too.
I hope so. Yeah, we just had a bit of a discussion about today. I've thrown some ideas at Kieran. We're going to make some videos. We're going to put them up as soon as we possibly can.
So we've got some exciting things coming up, which is really cool.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Speaking of very exciting things, we did it again. We bloody did it again, Kieran.
Oh, what were our figures?
Well, some quick figures. I'm only going to just shout them out quickly because I was noticing them today. I was very excited. We bloody did it. We have 14 followers. And we have 305 total plays, which means we've 100.
We had 200.
Yeah, last week.
200 last week.
So we bloody did it. So we have got another 100, which is really exciting, which means that you are starting the Patreon, my
I
friend.
said we get to 10.
That's
We've
right.
now got 14. All
We've
right,
got 14,
Patreon
so we're signing up.
account is coming up.
So keep your eyes open for the Patreon. Look for this. Look for all the stuff on iTunes and SoundCloud as usual. Give us a
that's
like.
it.
Give us a text.
And well, we'll set up this Patreon account.
Absolutely.
But it's going to go for more equipment and to do more exciting stuff.
More exciting stuff. More content, hopefully. That's
Absolutely.
our absolute goal. Obviously, anything you can chip in will go towards our booze. We'll also do that. But we're having some thinking of some stuff to do down the pipeline. I've got some few ideas I'm thinking back and forth with Kieran, so that'd be really cool to do. Again, more exciting, crazy guests.
It is. So we've got some cool guests coming up. So I'm looking forward to having them on
Definitely
the show.
got some exciting guests coming
We're
up.
moving beyond just having our mates.
I know, this is great.
Which
is really cool.
Which is really exciting.
Never happens.
That is.
Who would have thought that would happen?
That is. So Niall, we don't need you anymore. Go away. We'll have Jess on.
We'll have Jess on. Yeah,
Jess.
she's okay.
I feel like she's the mother of the show.
She always is. Yeah, she's the one that helps to guide us a little bit. Yeah. So anyway, people, we have been the We Only Do One Take podcast. Kieran, once again, thank you very much for being on the show.
No worries. Thank you very much.
And again, find us all on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Facebook as well. Give us a like, give us a share, give us a review. We've got 2 reviews already, which is fantastic. So far, we are 5 out of 5. So go ahead and ruin that for us. And we'll see.
And thank you, James.
Thank you, James. James,
Yes, who we don't even know.
We don't even know. And he's given us a like, a review, and a comment. You are... seems to be like our number 1 fan, which is awesome. So one day we'll have to have you on the show. At least a call in when we work that thing out. And until then, Kieran, see you next Tuesday.